Good evening to all my dear students from Hajidanes Science and Technology University. So let's go to the slide directly. I think that will be good for you. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I'd like to request you if you face any problem like you cannot see my screen or you cannot listen to my voice, immediately you can knock me in the WhatsApp, okay? Or you can talk here. So is all that okay with you now?
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So again, I would like to thank you all for joining my today's class. And yeah, I have to welcome you all, the students from sociology department, right? So I welcome you all again. So before my class, I want to tell you about a little bit about our course. So I think you already know about the course title, right? So the title of the course is Advanced Social Statistics, right? So I found one of the important word is advance, right? So I think you already used social statistics before, right? And
Definitely, sir.
definitely the statistics you are going to use in the social perspective, right? And so the first of all, I would like to ask you a question. What do you think, like, why statistics is important, or how you can use statistics for sociology? Do you know?
Well, I mean, when you go to doing a research paper, in a quantitative method that you need a lot of the appropriate data. So in this perspective, I think appropriately in the quantitative data, you need statistics.
Okay, so then what is sociology?
The
I mean,
sociology is
what?
the systematic study of social relationships and their patterns and behaviors and how we.
Exactly, that is the important thing. Like, you can study the social and cultural issues, right? And
Yes, sir.
also, you can see the changes in the society, right? You
Yes,
can
sir.
see the changes in the society. Then the question is how statistical analysis or analysis can be used to see the pattern or to see the changes in the society. If you know the answer, right? Could you please speak
Okay,
again?
so what are you talking about? How statistics help in our sociology?
Yeah. So you can measure many things, right? Measure. Do you know about the measure?
Yeah.
Like you can measure many things
Yeah.
as far as like your social structure, as far as your cultural diversity, as far as your cultural changes, right, in the society. So if you want to see or if you want to measure the things related with the society or the culture, right, you can use statistical analysis. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. All right.
You can also examine relationship, right?
Yeah.
Relationship is one of the like important things for the researcher, right? This is our common nature. We want to see the relationship. Like as an economist, I want to see the relationship between supply and demand, right? As a businessman, I want to see the relationship between profit and your sales pattern, right? Or as a like statistician, I want to see the relationship between like many things, many variables, right? Product and what is your selling, product versus profit, right? But I want to know from the sociological perspective, what is your intention, like what you want to see the relationship? Could you please answer me?
Yes, sir. We got your point.
Like
I
I
think.
want to know, normally we want to examine the relationship, right? Suppose I'm a businessman, I want to see the relationship between my product and my sales, or the sales and my profit, right? So I can make a connection, or you can make the relationship between demand and supply, right? Or I can make the relationship your height and weight, right? So what is the pattern of the relationship between height and weight? If your height is increased, automatically your weight is gonna be increased also, right? So with some exception, there might be some exception. Like what is the exception? Like suppose you are suffering from disease, then this relationship will not work, right? Suppose your height is being increased but your weight will not be increased because you are suffering from a disease, right? So this is an exceptional case. But if other things remain constant, we want to see the relationship, right? If one thing changes, what will be the amount of other thing is going to be changed, right? If you want to measure the change, or if you want to examine the relationship, we need statistical analysis, right? So my question is, you are a sociologist, what is your intention, what you are going to examine the relationship? Could you please give me an example, like, okay sir, I want to examine this relationship, and for this relationship I want to use statistical analysis. I think you got my point.
Sir, I think in sociology there are many factors, such as we can by using statistics we can show the relationship between how child marriage affect on education sector.
Yeah, that's cool. That is very, like, a very good example, right? But you can rectify it or you can edit it. Like, okay, like the maternal mortality, right? For
Yes.
what are the factors? Like, could you please unmute yourself? Mute yourself because there is a sound. So, like child marriage, right? What are the reasons or what are the factors affecting the child marriage, right? So this could be one example. So as a researcher or as a sociologist, what you are going to do? You have to investigate what factors affecting the child marriage in Rangpur city, right? Or Dinaspur city. Okay. So if you want to see the relationship between child marriage and the potential associated variables that might affect the child marriage, right? So you can analyze these circumstances or you can analyze this problem with a sociological perspective, right? And definitely you have to use statistical analysis. You got my point or not?
Yes, sir.
So why we need statistics? We need statistics to see the effective decision. When we have a problem, we need to solve the problem, right? And we need to reach a decision. So that's why statistics is called the decision making science. Okay. So if you want to take decision, there is no alternative of using statistics. Okay. And statistics is called the, like, it's a science, definitely. And this is a very important science. And this is a very important subject. That is a compulsory subject you have to use if you want to make effective decision. So I'm focusing now a word, effective. So decision, you can make many decision, but if you want to make effective decision, you need statistics, right? So you can use statistics in many fields. You can use statistics in economic problem. You can use statistics in demography. You can use statistics. You can use statistics in social perspective. You can use statistics in medical sector, many sector. In fact, every sector, statistics is widely used because we are human. We are facing a lot of problems. We need to solve problems, right? We need to take decision. So if you want to take decision, if you want to measure things, if you want to examine relationship, if you want to make prediction, right? Gonna be the future population size of our beloved country, Bangladesh, right? Like in 2050, what will be the population size of our country? What will be the statistics of the child marriage, right? What is the, like, there are many indicators, So if you want to take decision, if you want to take effective decision, if you want to test hypothesis, right? There is no alternative of using statistics. So could you please tell me what is called social statistics then? Hey, try to speak.
Yes, sir. Sir, because before that we have had two courses named Social Statistics Part 1 and Part 2.
Okay.
And this is another course that is Advanced Social Statistics. That means we need to learn something more about statistics in advance.
Okay. I got your answer, but my answer is like that. Okay. What do you think? What is your name?
My name is Amir Hamza.
Amir or Hamza.
Yes, sir.
This is a like popular bowler, right? Or maybe it's Amir. Amir is a like bowler in
Yes,
Pakistan cricket team, right? Anyway,
yes.
So what I'm gonna tell you, advanced, it means like, do you know, like, what do you think? What is the type of the problem nowadays? Nowadays, the problem is really complex, right? The problem is really complex and the problem is not easy to solve, right? I'm talking about the data. The data are huge nowadays, like the population density is a huge data, and the problems are huge also. And the problem is really complex nowadays. So if you want to solve complex problem, what do you think? Normal statistics will be used there?
No, sir.
You have to use advanced statistics, right?
Advanced.
So now you are in a master's level, and is the time like you have to solve the real life problem. You have to research the new things, right? What is research? Research is nothing but search for new things. So you have to discover the new things. You have to solve the complex problem. Okay. And nowadays, the age is like we have big data, like we have artificial intelligence, we have IoT, Internet of Things, machine learning, right? Because our data is so complex. Even the sociological data is also now a complex. There is a complex relationship in the society. So if you want to find the hidden complex relationship structure in the society, I think you have to use the advanced social statistics. That's why our course title is Advanced Social Statistics. Anyway, so this is the course code SOC. I recommend, I guess, SOC for sociology and 507. I think you all know this one. As far as my understanding, this is the master's course, right? I think 1 to 4 is for the undergrad. I think 5 starts with the master's, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Sir.
So that is the background of our course title, and this is the course code. And this is my pleasure to take your course, and I have to give my introduction right now. Or let me introduce with you. So my name is Siddiqur Rahman, right? So you can call me Siddiqur, or maybe you can make it short, Siddiq, right? Or you can use SAR also. This is your culture, maybe. So I did my PhD also, and now I am working in Begum Rock University and in definitely the Department of Statistics. And I am an associate professor, right? So this is my introduction. If you want to learn more, right, we can talk it later on, like in the next classes, because time is limited. Better we can finish our class. What is next? We can take a look. So this class is really about the course contents, right? What are the course contents department set for you? And I'm here to teach you those contents definitely. So what are the contents? So these are the nothing but the syllabus of your course, right? So I just copied these contents from your syllabus directly, right? So the term is at the preliminaries. Like, as far as I understand, the term is at the preliminaries because these are the basic statistics or basic topics you need to revisit. I think that's why they introduced this kind of topic. So the term is like science, observation, and statistics. Okay. So what are those? Like you have to learn descriptive and inferential statistics. Do you have any idea about the descriptive and inferential statistics? Have you ever learned or have you ever heard this kind of topics? Descriptive and inferential statistics? No?
No, sir.
Hello?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Anyway, so there are two kinds of statistics, okay? One is descriptive, another is called inferential statistics. Inferential. So maybe I can make you learn in the next class, but I want to talk a little bit about these things. What is descriptive? That means you can describe something, okay? Like I told you, could you please give me the result of each student? So what you will give me? You will give me the CGPA, right, of each student. So what I can do? I can calculate the average CGPA from all the students. So how many number I'm gonna get from all the students? How many numbers?
95.
No, average. Only one number.
Only one number on average.
Yeah. So suppose you give me or you gave me 95 students GPA, CGPA, then I can calculate average or average, right? So that will be one number. Suppose I got 3.5 as the average result from your class. So what do you mean by 3.5?
It means A minus.
Yes, it means the average
It means
result.
most of the students got 3.5.
Exactly. On average, the result of the students is 3.5. So what is the objective of 3.5? You can describe the students' description as far as the result is concerned. So this is a descriptive statistics, okay? So that you can just explore. Anyway, don't worry about this one. I can explain it in the next classes. And what is inferential statistics? It's like a predictive things, like the future thing. Okay, so suppose now your result is 3.5. What is the upcoming result? Like in your masters, what is the upcoming result? So this is present phenomena or future phenomena?
Future phenomena.
Future. That means you can take conclusion in the future. Like this is like inferential statistics. So statistics is two kinds. One is descriptive, another is inferential statistics. We can learn in details in the upcoming classes, right? I can just today, I want to show you the topics names or contents, okay? So here you have to learn descriptive inferential statistics. You have to learn also some variables and their measurement. You know about the variable? What is variable?
We heard this before, but just cannot recall this.
You cannot recall, right? You see, the name is variable. That means which vary. If I ask you what is your weight or what is your height, right? If I ask you, definitely I'm gonna get the answer right. Then if I ask another students the same question, he or she is gonna give me the same answer, right? Not the same answer, it will be changed. The answer will be changed, right? So a variable is a characteristics. A variable is a characteristics which varies from person to person, phenomena to phenomena, or event to event, right? It's a changeable thing, right? Height, weight, your exam result, hair color, right? And you can also measure the variables. Anyway, I'm not going over the details today. I'm just here to make you learn about the topics or contents in your syllabus. So we'll learn about the variables and measurement, right? We will also learn about the theoretical propositions about statistics, operationalizations, how you can operate, okay, statistical analysis for solving social problems. You can also test the hypothesis. It's very important in research, right? So we'll try to learn in our next classes this topic, right? So this is the first topic or first content I found you in your syllabus, right? Any question from this content? No question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, we'll try to learn in the next classes. Okay, this is just introductory class. I'm here to make you learn about the like what is written here, nothing else. Okay, so let's go to the another topic. So there are a lot of topics. See, could you please mute yourself? I found one sound is coming, so it's disturbing. So you see, measures of central tendency is a topic here. Measures of dispersion, correlation, and regression. So these are the basic statistical techniques you can use to solve social problems, right, or research problem. So we will learn also how you can apply these methods to solve the problem, right? Definitely, you need the data first. So you can apply the data for this technique. Using this technique, you can solve the problem and you can take effective decision, right? So what are the names? Measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, correlation, regression, right? So there are many topics inside. For each topic, like mean, median, mode are included in the topic of measures of central tendency. And measures of dispersion like standard deviation, variance, coefficient of variation, right? So these are the topics included in the measures of dispersion. We'll try to learn in details, like how can we apply for solving the real life problem. So I will try to show you in the next classes. Then correlation, what is correlation? What is regression, right? How can we apply correlation, regression for the real life, solving the real life problems? We'll also try to learn these topics. So this is the second contents I found in your syllabus. So I'll try to make you learn in details in the upcoming classes. Okay, so these are the topics. So the next topic is the categorical variable, right? So I told you what is variable. I told you variable is a characteristic, okay? But here there is a type of another variable. This is called the categorical variable. So do you have any idea about the categorical variable, or could you please give me an example? Like, sir, this is the categorical variable. Any idea?
No, sir.
Okay, so if I ask you, what is your religion? Answer me.
My religion is Islam.
Islam. So what are the all possible religion of from your friend's perspective? Could you please answer what is the type of the variable religion? Just tell me.
Sir, Hindu, Christian.
Exactly. Then
There
Buddhist.
are 4 categories.
Yeah. So this is a categorical variable because these variable have several categories, right? So if I ask you what is your educational status, if I ask you what is your age, if I ask you what is your result, like in our real life or in our like common, mostly all the variables are categorical. So for the categorical variables, right, we need to change the statistical techniques if you want to analyze the categorical variables. So that's why this contents is here. You can use several statistical model for analyzing categorical variables, right? So these are some of the models like logistic regression, logic model, log model, odds ratio, and this is not the model. This is a like interpretation of the model. Anyway, I will also try to make you learn about these topics. So if you want to use or if you want to analyze categorical variables, these are the techniques, common techniques you can use for analyzing categorical data or categorical variables. You understand what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then another topic, it seems very interesting, but it's advanced statistical modeling. This is called structural equation modeling. And this is very common, like this is very popular technique in behavioral science or social science or social problems. You can use this kind of statistical modeling when there is a structural relationship. I'm not going over the details in today's class, but this is a very advanced and this is a very popular statistical modeling you can use when there is a structural relationship, right? We can also learn this one later on. And causal modeling. So as the name suggests, right, causal, it comes from the word cause. So if I ask you, what is the reasons for lung cancer? Anybody, could you please answer me? If I ask you, what are the reasons for lung cancer?
Sir, smoking cigarettes.
Smoking. So smoking causes lung cancer, right? Smoking causes lung cancer. Who answered my question? What is your name?
Sir, Ishti.
Ishti, like our honorable seer. So honorable seer Ishti, what is your result now? CGPA?
Sir, my honor CGPA is 3.47.
So what do you think? This is a good result or bad result or average result?
Average result.
Average result. So if I ask you why this is average result, what
Because
is the answer?
below 3.50, that means average.
No, I really want to know what are the causes? What are the causes that made you the result like this? So this is a research problem, right? So you
Yes,
have
sir.
to identify or you have to investigate why my result is below 3.5, or in other, like you can say why my result is not good or is not satisfactory. So this is a causal relationship, right? Causal. So what causes what? Like you already told me, my lung cancer due to my smoking behavior, smoking status, right? So in our real life, most of the relationship is also causal. There is a cause and effect relationship, right? So there is a specific cause and there is a specific effect. So for this kind of instances, we need causal modeling, mostly in the disease, right? Why the disease like the COVID? Why COVID occurred? Because there are a lot of causes. Why your lung cancer occurred? Because there are a lot of causes. So yeah, in our real life problem, we have a lot of disease, we have a lot of problems, and behind the disease or behind the problem, there are many causes, right? So causal modeling is something like this. If you want to find the causes, right, what are the factors? Maybe you can use the causal modeling. So this is also a popular technique. We'll try to learn. We'll try to learn in the next classes. Okay, this is all about the causal modeling and factor analysis. Factor. What do you think? What should be the rationale or what should be the objective of factor analysis? Any idea? Suppose Isti, you are a business lady. You are doing business in Dinaspur city, and suddenly your profit is not that much, right? Or you are not gaining profit a lot nowadays. So what you can do? What is your thinking as a researcher, Isti?
I will find out the reason behind why my products are not selling.
Exactly. So you are gonna find out the factors, right? What factors are not to come in your shop, rather they are going in another shop. What are the reasons, right? So maybe this is like a factor analysis. So if you want to extract the factor, so there are many hidden factors, like sociological problem, or in our social structure, or in our culture, right? Or in a research problem, we have a lot of hidden factors. So if you want to find the factors, right, I think there is analysis called factor analysis you can use. So this is a multivariate technique, multivariate. So as I told you about the variable, so this is a multivariable problem, right? So you can use factor analysis. So I'm not going over the details again. We'll try to learn in our future classes. So these are the contents, like this is a legacy from the previous slide. So these are the things related with the factor analysis, how you can conduct the factor analysis, okay? So there is nothing new here. I think this is the end of our today's contents. So not but at least you can follow some books. So these are the references books you can buy or you can download from online. And there is no alternative or proper learning throughout the books. So you should follow the books for proper learning. So these are the textbooks you can use. I copied it from your syllabus, and don't forget to buy the updated version or updated edition. Okay, so the last one is Kindle like updated books related with the data mining and machine learning, or like you apply these books if you want to solve the complex problem, right? So that books will give you a good hand in solving the complex problem with a statistical software, right? So these are the recommendations you can follow, right? And Google is always there. You can follow Google. Google is the best teacher. Sometimes I used to tell my students, Google is the best teacher. Like you can ask Google, now Chat GPT, right? You can ask, you are gonna get the answer. Okay. So thank you very much.
Sir, would you
Yes.
mind please give us some soft copy of this book?
Yeah, I'll try. Okay. I'll try, and definitely I'm gonna give you the lecture. All the lectures I'm gonna give you. You can make it print, okay? And I will show. I'll give you everything. No worries, my best friend. So last, I'd like to thank you all the sociologists from Haji Danesh Science and Technology University, right? And I have to tell you, data is very important. Like without data, you cannot take your decision. And if your data is not good enough, then the decision will not be good, right? So there is a famous quote from Edward Deming. He told, like, as data becomes the new oil that drives virtual machine, I conclude with the below quote: without data, you are just a person with an opinion, right? Without data, you are just a person with an opinion, but the opinion is not our ultimate destination, ultimate wish. What we want, we really want the effective decision, right? So we are not looking for the opinion, we are looking for the effective decision to solve the social problems, right? So if you want to really solve the social problems in a good way, there is no alternative of using proper statistics and also like the correct data. Okay, missing data, incomplete data, wrong data will make the sociologist in a big trouble, right? You cannot take effective decisions. So thank you very much. The students, don't forget to have fun with statistics. In learning fun, try to have fun always. Otherwise, you are not gonna get the interest. Okay. So thank you very much.